The all-new ESPN 92.9 FM, very happy to say that CHL hockey's back for another great season. That means the Riverkings are in action at the Ice Palace. So you can see them there at the DCC in South Haven. And we're going to welcome the Riverkings head coach, director of hockey operations, Kaminski. We appreciate you coming in, man.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Now, we got the second season up and running, but I want to talk about the first one. What a great step you had coming here. You got 44 wins and coach of the year, your 200th. And just talk about coming out of the gate last season with such a great season there.
Well, it was a very successful season. Obviously, kind of like this year, we didn't have a very great start, but once everyone kind of got on board, got on that same page, we did some wonders, and it's amazing what you can do when you got 20 guys believing in the systems, believing in themselves, and that's what we want to address here this year. I mean, we want to make it, like the Colorado Eagles. We want to make it a tradition where it's a winning tradition. You have that atmosphere, and you demand the work ethic, you demand the winning ways, and you want to build that foundation to make it a strong, successful organization on ice, off the ice as possible.
You've done a really good job with that. Coming out that first season and doing that's obviously a great start. Now, when you did get finished, of course, you got past Oklahoma there in the semifinals. Talk about when the season was finally over with. What was your main focus as you want to get this team ready for the season? What were you looking at, the big picture?
Well, I think the big picture, obviously, like I said, we had laid the foundation. That was kind of built. Now we want to build the walls, build the roofs, and build off that. And obviously, throughout the year, you got guys who retire, and so then you got to go out and get new guys, hopefully find some diamond in the roughs, which are the rookies, and then go and get some other guys, which we did. I think we got 3 guys that are back now that, used to play here, Macway, Held, and Campbell. I mean, those are great additions, and I was actually talking to a couple of them yesterday, and even though it was a day off, we talked a little bit about the systems, and just they're not quite used to it yet. So, but it's it'll be a little bit of a progress, and that's what we hope to accomplish here this week and get ready for the weekend.
Got a big one coming up. Is Texas playing this weekend?
Yes, obviously league champs from last year, so we know what kind of team they're going to have, and they got a lot of familiar faces back from last year as well. So we're going to have our hands full, and it's going to be a great challenge.
I believe it was in September that the team announced that they'd re-signed Kevin Beach coming back in as the goalie of the year. And you said that was a big part of that. Have you been able to keep other big parts of the team from last year?
Well, for sure. I mean, obviously Derek Landmaster and Louis Dumont are back. I mean, that's 2 of your key veterans. And then we brought in Cam Severson, who has NHL experience, American Hockey League, European, progress over there, and then we got I said Macway back as our 4th veteran, and then like I said, besides Louis and Mess, with Beach, and we have 11 guys coming back from last year. So it's to me that's a first. I mean, usually in the minor leagues there's a lot of turnover, but fortunately it worked out this year where I think everyone enjoyed themselves. They had a lot of fun. Doing team bonding stuff, and we had a great, a great record, and also I think everyone enjoyed playing here, and that's a big part of it.
That's what I was going to ask you about it, because it is sometimes hard to keep people to stay, but obviously winning fixes a whole lot of things. It was your first year here, but it's probably easy to get people to come back when they know their foundation has been laid, and they can look for things to grow past that.
Well, for sure. I mean, like I said, when I first got the job here last year, I mean, there was only 3 players back. It was Mess, Louis, and Stoddard. So it was a lot of recruiting to going on, and obviously, brought the guys over from Youngstown, which knew how I ran things and everything else. And guys were, I think they feel I'm a player's coach. Like to said it's surprise guys with different, paintball and giving days off, or just going to the gym, having a little basketball time or whatever, just trying to make it fun. We're in the minors, with you gotta make it fun, and on the other side of it, you got to draw that line where you got to have that the want and the will and that demand, with the work ethic and with the winning ways. When it's time to work, it's time to work, and when it's time to have fun, you have some fun.
If you look at the first full month, which will be the full month of the season, next month you've got names like you got Bossier coming in. You got, of course, we already talked about Texas. You got Tulsa, you got Wichita, and any other teams besides Texas you talked about that just are big flags to you. You know they're going to be a big challenge coming in.
Well, I tell you what, every team this year. I mean, obviously, 3 of the teams that we've played, over the weekend here. I mean, they never made the playoffs last year, and with what, like I said, I think with what's going on over in Europe, the Europe teams aren't paying their players as much over there. So a lot of guys are just staying back here in North America. So the parity in the league this year it's going to be unbelievable. So I think on any given night, anybody can beat anybody. And it just goes to show that, Tulsa came into our barn and took 2, and then we went into Amarillo, won 1 going into the third. But, they beat us, in the last 20 minutes. So it's going to be, it's going to be a challenge. You're going to have to put the hard hat on and go to work every night.
Well, I know you guys had a great season last year. We look for some good things to happen once we get done in March, maybe some postseason stuff too. So we appreciate you coming in. Want them to know they can go to the website, riverkings.com, to find out more. If you want to get tickets too, you can call 662-342-1755. We have Bob Bakken does a real good job of keeping us in touch with what's happening with the team, both on and off the ice. So you can go to our website too, which is ESPN 92.9 FM. But we wish you the best of luck, and thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.